Hello guys, welcome to the channel. This is my first YouTube video on basic MIG welding, basically pipe welding. So this is me, I'm 22 years old, I'm from the United Kingdom and I'm a fabricator pipe welder. So I'm making a spool with a sweat branch in it, and a sweat branch could be a shoe, people call it different things. Basically it's going to go in the centre of the pipe and float a certain way. So that could have a 1.5" valve, 1.5" thread, could have many different things in it. So there I am trying to burn it now. Obviously I do get through. I had a bit of a problem with the gun. So that is the oxyacetylene. That's what we use to punch through the pipe to put a hole in, ready to put the connection on, meaning the sweat branch. Once I get through the hole, by the way, I did have to make two when I made this video. So they're exactly the same. There's nothing else different to them. I just make two exactly the same. So once I have the hole burnt, I come to tacking my shoes on. So you want to get these level with the bolt holes, because if these ain't level with the bolt holes, you're going to be in for a bit of a problem. Things are not going to bolt up level and the pipe will be coming back. And in my industry, you don't want that happening, because we work on a price. So if things come back, it eats into our time and we don't get paid for that. I've come to grinding the root out now. 9 times out of 10, my root will go in lovely, and I've got 100% penetration on this root, but where I sat on it too long, it's gone really blobby and I haven't got a smooth enough edge to put the cap on, and the cap will be the next run after I finish grinding. So after I ground that, got it nice and smooth, ready for my cap to go straight on, because I want a nice landing edge for my cap. So I've come to capping now, and there's a setting on our MIG welders called a pulse, and that's what we cap on. So I think I capped on about 156 amps. Once I finish one side of the shoe, I will always hold my gun to stop the weld oxidizing. So that's to stop oxygen getting to the weld and causing holes in the weld. So the gas we use for the MIG welder shields it to prevent porosity, and that's basically like all these little holes in your weld, and that will cause a leak. And if you get a leak, that's big trouble. That's bad reputation for yourself, innit? So I'm all about appearances. So when I weld, I want that like cake icing, really sexy. I don't want no pigeon poo going on, because I believe appearance is everything. You want your pipe turning up the site and inspectors raving on about your pipe. You don't want an inspector looking at some rough weld splatter everywhere, because that's just no good. You don't want to damage your rep. You want to be the best, don't you? So now I'm on to the final stage, rolling the pipe. And I always think rolling the pipe is the absolute best way and fastest way and guaranteed neatness. I believe if you're doing something downhand, you can get yourself into some trouble. Like if you're off centre and there's more risk to doing downhand, I'd rather roll something always, because we're looking for speed and efficiency here. We're paid on a price. We don't really want to be messing around. We want to keep our speed and efficiency at a good quality, though. You don't want to be turning out rubbish. So rolling is the way forward. If you have the downhand, you've got a downhand. But I would always be looking to roll, because you're guaranteed the neatness and speed and efficiency. But as you can see, I've got my earth bolted into the holes, always on the job, your earth. And I've got a stand underneath my earth to stop the inconsistency of the weld. You always want your earth on the job. You don't want it on the side. You know, that's a proper newbie thing to do. You'd always on the job, definitely. There's different ways of doing it. I bolt mine into the bolt holes. I've shaped it so it fits in lovely and square, so I've only got to literally turn the handle and it tightens on. So we're coming to the end of this video, and here's a little presentation of the welds. They come out nice, come out fairly decent. I was quite happy with them. Any questions, please leave in the comment. I'd really appreciate a subscribe and a notification bell, because I want to keep making these videos for you.